So my work often incorporates the Hebrew alphabet. I really love finding connections between biology and DNA, and also letters and words, and incorporating meanings into my work. I'm Robyn Stoller Awend, and I'm a visual artist, and I do letterpress printing primarily, but I also do some book arts and installation and photography. So traditionally, letterpress printing is made to print in a linear form. I really see things either in a pattern or a circle or haphazard in a way, a controlled chaos. And so I like to take the letters, the language, and really play with it. And those compositions play an important part in my work. I also don't use a lot of actual words in my pieces, and so I like to try to find ways to incorporate text but not have it say something very explicit. Reese! Hi! Good morning! Do you want to come print with Mommy for a little bit? So being a new mom definitely poses a lot of new challenges. One is not having the same kind of time that I used to before, which is why I now have a studio at home, because the commute time is much shorter. This is Reese. Reese is just about 6 months old. She's learning how to letterpress print. I like to involve Reese whenever I can. And so today we'll probably be arranging some type, and I'm gonna make a new art piece for her room. I am starting on a piece that is incorporating her first Hebrew name, Risa, and her middle name, Liat. And it'll incorporate an animal and has a couple colors, and then eventually it will be in her room. These are all Hebrew letters, and we have to find your name. Here's one letter. So we recently built a letterpress studio in our basement, and I have a tabletop clamshell press. It's very small, but sweet. And I have several sets of Hebrew type, some lead and some wood, and other sets of type as well that I've accumulated. All right, are you ready for a break? All right, you wanna go run some errands with Daddy? Let's go see what he's up to. So the Hebrew alphabet, I'm Jewish, so it's a part of my cultural identity, and just doing a lot of soul searching over the years and finding ways that I can see what composition sort of creates me as a being, and having my cultural identity come from the Jewish faith. I have been really interested in learning more, and through that I study the alphabet, Hebrew alphabet, in terms of the language, and each letter stands for a lot of different things. So it can have a numerical value, and the shape of it has a relevance, and the positive and negative space that it makes on the paper is important. And so there's a really important element to each letter, and so there's so much to learn. Well, I started out just using black about 5-6 years ago, and that was the color I was most comfortable with. Then I slowly started to branch out and started to bring in other colors. And now I really love using every color. I try as much as I can to mix colors on the press. You know, I'll start, for instance, with a light color and then gradually add colors so that I can continue my print but not have to take the long break to clean the press. The reason that I have to make art is because it's like breathing for me in a way. It's just something I have to do, and it's not so much about the output for me as it is the actual process of setting the type and carrying on the history. I feel like I'm actually taking all the people that have worked with that type in the past, and I can, you know, in a way, like feel their energy through the pieces. And so for me, it's really about the art making process.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, and the citizens of Minnesota.